Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Leo's mid-month Magick Manifestation check-in for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I would also like to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on for you. I'd also like to remind everyone that you can feel free to check out the beginning of the month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights, and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see, hear, feel, see, sense within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right. We have the Empress, the 10 of Wands, the Justice card, and at the bottom, we have the 9 of Swords. So 2 out of the 4 cards here are major arcana. So there is a good amount of destined energy at play. It does feel you do have a choice on how you handle this energy. So we have the Empress out here. Mid-May to mid-June, you can expect a lot of growth, a lot of new opportunities for abundance coming in for you. And you're also feeling more balanced, more emotionally stable as you move through this time period. You have been really nurturing something. You've been putting in some hard work on what feels like kind of a passion project, or whatever your heart is being drawn to. You're really putting a lot of effort into that. Like I said, a lot of hard work. But with the 10 here, 10 of Wands, this is speaking of this completion of this work. So I do feel if you have a project that you have been working on, you're kind of wrapping this up at this time, bringing this to this completion. And we have the Justice card. So again, with more balance, more equilibrium, I feel like really completing whatever this project is important for your balance. I feel that you're pouring a lot of yourself and energy into whatever this project or manifestation has been. So the stability that you gain from completing that is really important for you moving forward. And I feel whatever this project is, you're definitely expressing your truth, and the universe is kind of resonating with that truth. So you're kind of in harmony with the flow of the universe, if you will. And this also, whatever this project is, you have you feel a responsibility to complete this project, present it. You feel like this is in part why you've been put here on this planet, whatever this is. So this is quite important, what you've been working on. It does appear that justice is weighing in your favor. You have completed this project, and the universe is giving you a big thumbs up on this. Now, at the bottom, we have the 9 of Swords. So this is definitely something that you uh, this consumes kind of all of your time thinking about this. And I don't feel like this is necessarily in a bad way until you end up in the Nine of Wands type of energy, where it's kind of, you are worried if you are going to complete this. You are also worried how it will be received. So you may have some restless nights. You may also be staying up late at night working on this sort of thing. But again, with this responsibility, you feel like you have to complete this and get this out to the world, and you kind of feel like the whole universe is kind of weighing down on you. As you see, this person's quilt has all the zodiac signs. They are literally being weighed down by the universe. So this does cause some worry, some restlessness is really what I feel like. A lot of restlessness until this is completed. And then you find this balance. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. All right. All right. We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, the Four of Cups. All right. And at the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. So with the Ace of Cups, you're definitely receiving this gift from the divine. I feel like this is, in part, this is what you're working on, is this gift from the divine, but the completion of it, I feel like is really important for you, and you are feeling this balance from it. I kind of feel you kind of brimming with this Ace of Cups kind of energy, this overflow of love and compassion. You're kind of feeling this oneness with your guides or the spirit, your ancestors, whatever your path is. You're feeling that oneness, that connection. And you feel that you have been given a gift here. We have the King of Wands. So you definitely have this vision about where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to accomplish, complete. And then I feel you presenting this to your community or the world. But you have this vision. And I feel you on this as someone who enjoys doing art and projects and things like this. You have this vision. You must complete the vision. And in doing so, you find that you are honoring this responsibility. You're honoring your gift. And I feel you receiving some accolades. Definitely, this is received well, whatever this is. But whatever you're doing, you are, like I said, you're presenting this. So this presentation is very stylistic, as the King of Wands is the king of style in the deck here. So you're doing it with a lot of style. We have the Four of Cups, right? Yes. So there is kind of a sense, there's something you feel that is, you're not, at least at the beginning of the mid-May, you're a little unsatisfied with the product. As I feel like you have a majority of it done, and you kind of feel like it is needing this extra thing here that you feel that you can't give to the project. Now, I feel like you have the resources, the know-how to implement this yourself, but you're kind of wanting, again, this stylistic, you're wanting this, you're wanting to incorporate this other style into it, element. And so with the Three of Cups here, the divine is kind of bringing in, as the Three of Cups is speaking of friendships, collaborations. So I feel you collaborating with someone who has this specific skill that wants to work with you on what you're working on. So I feel you incorporating someone into your creative mix here, almost as like an afterthought here. But again, whatever you're doing is received well. So it does appear that it is in your benefit to work with this person here. But I feel you seeking this extra help out. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. So my throat is like closing up here. So with this 3 of Cups and this collaboration, you're going to want to speak up about wanting to collaborate with that person. 3 cards, please, for our Leos. All right. 3 cards, please. All right. One more, please. All right. Fell on the flow. All right, we have the 5 of Cups, the Magus, and the 7 of Wands. At the bottom, we have the 7 of Cups. All right, so with the 5 of Cups, they're calling this one disappointment. I definitely kind of feel this energy here as you're kind of wrapping up your project here. Again, you kind of feel like, oh, there's something missing here. So you're kind of winding it up and being like, this isn't ready yet. This disappointment of, say, cooking dinner, just serving it up and everybody biting into it and finding that there is frozen pieces still in the dinner. This is this type of disappointment with whatever your project is. You're like, it's not done yet. So you are recalibrating and looking for this extra element that you feel like is needed. Now, again, I feel like you could do this, but I feel you on wanting this outside kind of flavor in there, if you will. But you are kind of looking back on your project and being like, oh, I wish I would have. I wish I could have, and so you are reworking it so that you can. And with the Magician, this is what this is speaking of, really utilizing the resources you have available to you. And sometimes this is something that you can do yourself. Sometimes a resource is a friend who is very skilled at something that you can reach out and ask them for assistance, which this is really what I feel like you are doing. But you're manifesting this. You're manifesting this project. You're manifesting this person, this element that you need in your project. You're working, whatever this is. And again, like I said, with a lot of style, the Magus or the Magician is speaking a lot of times of originality, this kind of style. So this is what I feel like you're doing here. We have the 7 of Wands. So you are definitely... Now, the 7 of Wands speaks of a protective kind of energy. I wouldn't necessarily word it like that, but there is a... You're definitely keeping whatever you're working on to yourself, except for perhaps your close group of people that either you're working on this with or you kind of bounce ideas off of, but you're keeping it close. You're not, like, for instance, you're not putting any of this on the internet yet, whatever this is. But you are persevering through this hard work, through this completion. I feel like this is really this final hurdle in making this feel complete for you. But again, with the 7 of Wands, you kind of feel like it's not ready yet. It's not prepared. It's not complete here. So you are going back. Now, some of this with the Seven of Cups, some of this feeling of that it's not complete, it needs something else, might be illusionary. Now, it might be illusionary. I don't feel like you need it. Now, the feeling I get from the finished product with this extra element in it is very nice, very good. So you don't need this person, but it really does set it off here. So it does appear that it is in your best interest to do that. I feel like you may have a few ideas for things like, oh, it needs this and it needs that, and I need to get some of this. This may also be illusion. You may want to whittle that down to this one thing that you need, because I feel like it's pretty much complete. Like I said, you could do this yourself. So it is basically complete already. So you don't need too much else in there. And as I say this, I feel like I'm talking to like a music producer or something like that. All right. And please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. Ace of Pentacles. 2 more, please. Two more cards, please. See, there is a little drag in the energy here. Wow. Okay. 2 more cards, please. One more, please. All right, thank you. All right. So we have Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands at the bottom here. All right. And also over here we have 2 sevens here. 7 is the number of confidence. So this is kind of the spirit, especially with it on the 7 of Cups here, asking you to have confidence in yourself, have confidence in whatever you are working on. Really cultivating this confidence is, I feel like, going to seal the deal for you in whatever you're working on. Excuse me, a little allergies. That time of year for me. All right, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is our second ace thus far. So your manifestations are coming in. You are definitely being aided and assisted by the divine here. And again, you are asking, you feel like you need this little extra thing to get this project out the gate here. And so the divine is coming in with this thing that you are requesting here. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel you kind of extending an olive leaf to this person here. And wanting to share in this project to a certain extent. Now, I feel like this is your project, but you're wanting to incorporate this person. So again, we have the 8 of Wands. This is the card of communication here. So I definitely feel you reaching out, and I feel like there's kind of a back and forth initially. And this may be someone that is at a distance to you. So this may be a lot of online communication, phone calls, FaceTimes, things like this. Um, but do expect, after you contact this person, you kind of get the ball rolling. Things start to move very quickly for you in this particular project here. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Wands here. So I feel like you're saddled up, ready for this adventure, and I feel like you feel like the adventure starts when this project is finalized. But this is also part of this adventure for you. But you are headed onto this new adventure, whatever this project or presentation is kind of sparking you off into this certain direction here. And I feel like whatever the finished thing is that you're working on, gives you a lot of inspiration. If this is, say, like a painting, I feel you looking at it quite a bit. If it is a book or short story, I feel that you are reading it over and over again. If it's music, you're listening to it over and over again. If it's an idea for the future, you are going over these plans again and again. So you are really inspired by this. This sparks a lot of other things into motion for you moving forward into summer. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. We have the 5 of Cups again. We're starting to repeat. All right. 2 more cards, please. All right. Hearing in my mind the phrase beginner's mind. I don't know if that's for me. That might be for somebody else. Keep a beginner's mind. Stay fresh. Just because something looks like it's going to repeat doesn't mean that it will. All right. 2 more cards, please. Ace of Pentacles again. All right, 1 more. Whoa. All right. All right, we have the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles again. We have the 5 of Cups again, too. The 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So we have these 2 5s of Cups. 5 is the number of change. There's definitely change in the wind for you. I feel like more change is going to happen probably towards the end of June and into summer for you. And we have the Ace of Pentacles again. So there's a lot of new, fresh ideas that have been bubbling up concerning this project. And again, you're receiving what you need to make this happen. And where it might not be to your liking, you're receiving what you need to make it to your liking here. With the 8 of Swords, there is a self-imposed restriction taking place. I feel like it has to do with your confidence. And there is some perhaps negative thought loops taking place surrounding this confidence and restless nights, and about how this is going to be received here. Do know that this is a self-imposed restriction and almost self-imposed suffering by vacillating on these things. There's I forget who says it, but there's a saying concerning manifestation. It's set it and forget it. it is a style of manifestation. Now, there's another one where you set it and you keep all of your attention and focus on that. So these are two different styles of manifestation. The Spirit is kind of saying right now for you, from mid-May to mid-June, you might want to choose the set it and forget it. Set it into motion and then continue to do your thing. And let this kind of have a life of its own, because I feel like it will. At the bottom, we have the 10 of Swords. So there is an ending kind of coming. The end of this project weighs on you heavily. And to whatever this is, like I said, this has been hard work. Not just hard work. In some cases, this has been painful for you. And like I said, you're putting a lot of yourself into this. So there may be emotional traumas and things wrapped up into this hard work that you're kind of unraveling, processing as you go. So this project is more than just a project or a presentation. This is your emotion, your soul is really wrapped up into this. And with the 10, we have two 10s here, and 10 is the number of completion here. So this cycle is completing here for you and shooting you out into summer in what feels like a very positive, empowered kind of way. And definitely being viewed in a positive light here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. All right. All right. What does this say? Lady of the Harvest. So there is this completion of your harvest. You're reaping your harvest here. Now this has come at some cost, this emotional grief that you have had to go through to get this here. You may have even experienced some loss due to this, but you are about to gather this harvest here. And you're releasing any of this tension wrapped up in getting this off the ground, whatever this is. The Alchemist is the only word I can read on there. So you are kind of going through this transformation. If the Spirit is asking you to do some internal transformation concerning your confidence. We're really working on confidence building. But whatever you are creating here, it's like there really is no going back. Once you present it, you have kind of sparked this change into motion. This is indelible. So this whatever this is going to stand the test of time for a minute. I don't feel like it's going to last forever, but it is going to stand the test of time. Fairies of the future here. So this is reminding you to stay in the present moment. Don't get too far ahead of yourself in projecting. Also, lamenting on the past and what you should have done, what you could have done. Again, staying in the present moment and looking, what can I do right now to change the situation? Again, staying in the present moment. And really, the only thing that exists is this present moment. The future has not been created yet, and the past only exists in our mind. The only thing that is real and tangible is this present moment, what's right in front of us. The Spirit is asking you to reside there. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. Higher self. I feel that one spoke right to somebody. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, I think this one hit first. All right. So we have higher self, light in the dark, be open, and wisdom. So this could almost just be like a sentence. What is on here? Come on there. So we have higher self. So this is about connecting with the highest aspects of yourself, this soul aspect of yourself. And the higher self is really this, in a lot of ways, this astral vehicle, this a repository of information and power here. This is the higher self here, a closer connection with God here. So I feel you very much like connecting with that aspect of yourself. This is also going to help with your confidence to stay as this and not as in this kind of 7 of Cups kind of energy here, or in this 5 of Cups kind of energy. Going higher, brimming higher, being this light in the darkness. See, it's the person that is the light in the darkness. You are the light in the darkness, provided you are in your highest self position. And it says, be open here. And see, there's this rainbow on the other side of the curtain. There's this rainbow higher self on the other side of the curtain here amongst the clouds. So be open to connecting with this energy. Also be open to receive this storehouse of information and wisdom that comes with connecting with the higher self, highest self. And again, be open to this pearl of wisdom, this gem. And you have been through kind of a trial in getting this off the ground, but the pressure of this has produced the pearl. This pearl of wisdom, this pearl of whatever this is that you are about to present to the world. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Leo's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. How does this translate to the mundane sphere? How does this translate to our everyday life for our Leos? All right. We have Lord. No. Too many. 2 more, please. Thanks. All right. So we have Lord, surprise, and faithfulness. So, Lord, this is this person. This isn't the Lord Almighty. This is like the Lord and the Duchess. This is the Lord here. So I feel that you possess some level of prominence in your community, or you have this notoriety. You may even have this kind of title, perhaps not Lord. Perhaps it is a more modern type of term, priestess, or things like this. but you have this position of prominence. People are listening to what you have to say. You may even have a platform on social media. So in a lot of ways, you are a person that people look to for advice here. And again, with a lot of whatever you're doing with a lot of style. Look at that hat. Look at that. And surprise here. So now you are doing this project, this presentation, and it's like this person casting their fishing net into the water. You're just doing your thing. But I feel like it's like this fisherman when he pulls his net out to see how well it's doing, how well is this being received, he notices that there's a bag of $6,000 in there. So this is a big surprise coming from just doing what you do, just doing your thing. And again, you end up being gifted with this surprise from the divine. And it is because, and we have faithfulness, it is because of your faithfulness, your steadfastness to whatever you're adhering to, whatever your code of conduct is, whatever your spiritual path is, whatever this vision you have for your life and where you're going and what you want this particular project to be like. Faithfulness. You have this faithfulness of heart here. And this is why you're being gifted in such a way, is because of your steadfastness. All right, please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Leos with for what is on their path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Leos. So we have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. So we have another 10 here. So we have 3 out of the 4 10s out on the table. So there is this completion taking place. We also have a few 5s on the table here. So there is change. 5 also is an indication of conflict or tension. I feel like a lot of it is this internal tension and conflict you're having with yourself and this issue with confidence perhaps. And I feel like you might be being your worst critic at this time. And the Spirit is saying you might want to lay off being so hard on yourself. Just let yourself be. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is the type of energy that you are stepping into with whatever this is that you are getting off the ground here. This is this divine bliss, divine love, this celebratory energy, this celebrating like a child would, this childlike exuberance of all of your cups of emotion are filled to the brim here, overflowing. This is kind of speaking of this kind of ecstatic state with these people's arms raised to the heavens with their steadfast, you could say, devotion of they're overwhelmed with this. And this is how I feel like you are moving into summer in kind of a big way. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So you are moving from this rocky ocean and finding more steadiness, more stability on this solid ground. After you kind of get this out, you got to get it out so you can free your brain up for other things here. And this is what I feel like you are prioritizing. You are adapting to this change, but you're prioritizing other things now that this is out. And I feel you are kind of you're doing this set it and forget it. And when you go to check on it, you realize that there's a big surprise waiting for you. We have the 5 of Swords here. So again, there is this conflict energy. This feels like this is internal. There may be people who see you kind of about to release something amazing or present whatever this is. And so they may have some conflict with you, and they may be trying to take a bite out of your confidence so that you do not follow through with this. This is generally, you might be dealing with a narcissist, because that is how they work. But it does feel like whether this be internal or external, you're walking away from this conflict, this tension, because you know where you're going. This person has conflict with you because they don't know where they're going. And at the bottom, we have the Judgment card. So you are receiving this kind of wake-up call. With this surprise, you're also receiving some wake-up calls about your confidence and how you may be being kind of hard on yourself. So you are having some redemption in that aspect of it. But because you've been heeding this inner call of the divine, and you're steadfast in this, you're receiving this renewal energy. We have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you are communicating with this person that has this element that you feel like you need. So there is that communication. I feel like the way it lands here, expect some spirit communications in your meditations, your dreams, your visionary states, because the spirit is trying to communicate something important to you. And it is about moving forward, because I feel like moving forward, you're switching something up. And so you're receiving some message about that. It has to do with your adventure with the Knight of Wands again. So again, this message you are receiving from the Spirit has to do with your journey, your adventure moving forward. And this is going to give you a lot of inspiration moving forward. So have your pen and your pad of paper ready to jot these things down. But you are moving forward in a quicker way, I feel like, than, say, the first half of May. We have the Lovers card here. So now I feel like, was it Leo that got kind of a love reading for the May reading? So this energy is still at play here. So, and it kind of feels like this is kind of background to whatever this project you're working on. So this, even though you have felt that this is kind of coming in, this lover's energy, you forgot about it while you were working on this. And so even though you knew about it, it still is coming in as a surprise because you forgot about it. So this energy is coming in, and I do definitely feel like there is a connection taking place. Again, something that is more in harmony and in alignment with you. And I feel like something about this project is tied up into this. There's a connection made with the release of this or the presentation of this. If you're doing this in a public place, this may be where you meet this person, but this is all kind of tied in. To you initially it feels separate, but it's like these two forces just kind of find themselves like that, if that makes sense. And we have the Five of Cups again. So we've had a couple Five of Cups, 3 Fives of Cups. And this is really speaking of the Five of Cups. The story is someone has lost their taste for wine. They've spilled out, but there still is this lament. So you are kind of moving away from a place people, places, and things that you have lost your taste for. It does come with a lament because I feel like there's aspects of your person or personality, persona, kind of tied up into what has spilled out. But the divine is reminding you that you still have cups remaining, and to move forward with these cups. Now I've got to get another card after that one. So with the King of Pentacles, mid-May to mid-June is going to require a lot of discipline on your part. It is leading to your wealth and abundance here. And again, with a lot of style. But discipline is really going to be important with this internal talk, your confidence, being very disciplined with yourself on how you're talking to yourself. Also with any getting any project off the ground, getting something started like this also requires discipline to stay on it, discipline. So the discipline, it really feels like it's going to be a good friend for you. So you may also be incorporating different things into your spiritual practice. I feel more physical things. You might be running, doing workouts, lifting weights, things like this. Some of you may be doing yoga, things like this. Paddleboarding. So you're getting out, you're getting some exercise here. This is part of this discipline. And this is also going to help you free up some mind space to allow you to set it and forget it. So you set it and then you do other things that allow you to forget it. So I think that's a good place to leave the reading. Leos, I want to wish you a lot of love and encouragement for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. This looks really good. Seems like you are definitely getting things off the ground and headed into summer with this, what feels like kind of a big presentation here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. Like I said, once again, you are truly most appreciated. And Leos, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Up.